This is Simon Liang back with G Live. If you're joining us live, give us a hashtag live. If you're joining us on the replay, give us a hashtag replay. And a huge welcome to all of you to the final G Live of 2021. Can you believe it? Thank you to each and every single one of you who, of course, have walked through the year with all of us. It's been a tremendous year. Lots of memories, lots of brand new creations have been made, which is all designed and in store for a much more exciting 2022 and beyond. And so, as I was asking earlier, can you really believe it? It is the end of 2021 already. And I don't know about you, but personally, I am still recovering from 2020. And for all of us who are here, I can't believe that it's really 2022 already. And so, yes, time really does fly. But just to give you a sneak preview, do you like sneak previews, by the way? If you do, type in the hashtag preview inside the comments. I have a sneak preview of some of the Groove accounts that is on schedule, just so that some of you may or may not know. It obviously has been quite quiet within the Groove community over the last 1 or 2 weeks because it's the holiday season, but more especially over the last 1 or 2 days because, of course, the entire team at Groove and even at Groove, for all of us here in our different communities, we are, of course, celebrating the new year and celebrating time with our family. In fact, our friend who is in the background, our very talented super VA, Miss Tok Tok, she is right there hosting the little clicks in the background. Actually, I told her, you don't have to come here. I know that it is the New Year's Eve, and she's like, okay, well, I'm going to show up anyway. So here she is. So if you want to say hi to her, make sure that you do wish her a happy new year, because she just, it seems like, never sleeps and always hard at work. But if you want a preview of just some of the cool things that is in store to be launched inside of the Groove social media accounts. And by the way, if you haven't already, make sure that you do subscribe to our channels. Make sure that you do like our pages, join our groups, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or anywhere else, Twitch, that we might have a presence, just so that in just about a few hours from now, this is one of the places, I believe it's our Instagram account, and it's scheduled to be released already. Basically, it's Groovzilla wishing all fellow Groovesters a happy new year. As you scroll down just a little bit, let's see just a little bit more about what Groovzilla has to say about the brand new year. We want to wish you all the happiest and grooviest new year. We're excited to move into the new year with all of you amazing Groovesters. Let's make 2022 the best year yet. And then, of course, we have some fun facts about New Year. For example, be sure to eat leafy greens on New Year's. On New Year's, tradition says that the more leafy greens a person eats, the more prosperity he or she will experience. What an incentive, right, for staying healthy. Here's another one. The first New Year's celebration dates back 4,000 years. Pretty cool, right? Another one, 45. The top resolutions are to lose weight, get organized, to spend less, and to save more, to stay fit and healthy, and to quit smoking. And then there's also many people ring in New Year's by popping open a bottle of champagne. Finally, make sure to be surrounded by family or loved ones on New Year's Eve. The first person, you ... New Year. Okay, I think that there was a little unfinished sentence there, but the first person maybe that you kissed or you hug, or the person that you see, I don't know, around New Year's time, they're going to be there for you, and they're going to be the very special people in your life, right? So regardless, maybe when it finally does get released and published, we see a lot more stuff around here. But regardless, this is a little sneak peek of what is to come in our social media. And so for all of us, especially here in Southeast Asia, we are just several hours away from 2022, which means that the new year is actually here. And while all of us might still be recovering from the last 2 years, a lot has definitely happened, right? I'm sure many of us can agree that it has been life-changing. For me personally, I think that I've probably told this story 1,000 times, but basically my past life, I used to travel around the world. I used to speak at seminars, hold live events, have a lot of live in-person classes. And I'm sure that you can imagine over the last 2 years, our lives have completely changed. I no longer travel. from traveling every single week to being on the island for 2 years straight. I think that can be a very big lifestyle change for everybody, right? And so with all of that, what I want to encourage all of us to do is to, as we continue on into a brand new year, think of it not like a new year, because at any given time, things can change. There's nothing that is magical from a brand new year or the year before that should stop you from wanting to achieve your goals, right? It's almost like a continuation, because in reality, that's exactly what it is. Many people seem to think that just because there is a flip of the calendar year, that we need to absolutely set new goals. We need to come up with brand new things, set those resolutions, as what we read about just moments ago, right? But in reality, your goals, I believe, should be met every single day. Yes, it's been 2 years since life has changed for all of us. No longer am I personally able to travel on the plane. It's been years since I've seen actually some of my own family members. So, when it comes to thinking whether personal or professional life, is taking things one step at a time, right? It's realizing that every single morning or afternoon or evening when you wake up, it's a brand new opportunity for you to do something real with your life. And so if you think about, okay, well, 2022 is coming up. Is there opportunity? Is there brand new opportunity, whether outside in the real world, whether it's in the Groove community or anywhere else? And my short answer is yes, there is. In fact, in the year 2022, just like how it was in 2021, just like how it was in 2020 and every year before that, there are 365 opportunities for you to improve yourself, for you to make decisions that will help you to improve your own way of life. Now, it's very easy for us, right, to complain. It's very easy for us to be upset about different things that we can or cannot control, things that we like to be negative about. Everything is your choice. If that is our decision to live each day playing the victim, right? Saying that there's no control over what we can or cannot do, then that's how you are setting up yourself to be and how you're setting out your life to be over the next 365 days and beyond. On the other hand, if you do take advantage of all 365 days, just like what we did over the course of 2021, just like what we did with Groove for the last 2 years, right? If you really think about where Groove has grown over the last 2 years, I'm sure you'll agree, especially for those of you who have been with us ever since the beginning, or even if you've only recently joined us within the last few weeks or last few months, I'm sure you can tell that Groove as a community has grown so much, right? The software, the company, all the fellow members. There's so many things that we have done through the Groove expansion projects. We're going to different countries. We're exploring into different languages, different cultures, doing things that previously, as a community, the way that we were set up, we didn't have the chance to do. Now, with all these brand new openings and availability, right? These are all individual opportunities for us to shine, for us to do bigger and better things. And that is exactly what we have for you in 2022. Of course, it will be beyond that, but it's going to start in less than a few hours from now, as soon as the clock hits midnight and it becomes 2022, a brand new year. Even though, yes, as we mentioned, it is just a continuation of just another day, of just another week, right? At the same time, think of it as just like a brand new opportunity, just like any other brand new day. Because when it comes to 2022, we have so many bigger and better plans. I want to invite you to make the commitment. I want to challenge you to be just a little bit more present in 2022. Can you do that? If you can, type in the word present inside of the comments. I want to challenge you to become a bigger part of what we do inside of the Groove community. Yes, you're allowed to have your own life, of course. Yes, you can run your own businesses, but the one thing that you should really know about what we're doing right here inside of Groove is that we tailor everything to make sure that we help you to accomplish your goals. We want to help you and everyone else who are just like you, who need, that support, who need the education, who need the additional value, who need some additional hand-holding, who need to add extra zeros to your bottom line. If you're already successful, it doesn't matter how long you've been with us. It doesn't matter how long you've been an entrepreneur or in business. It doesn't matter how successful you may or may not be. The thing is, right here inside of Groove, we make sure that everything is geared towards all of our fellow members, all of our fellow Groovesters. And so with that, many other things that you need to set your goals, to reach your objectives, whatever they may be, 2022, new year or not, you have all of that right here inside of Groove. So are you going to make that commitment? Are you going to be with us every single step of the way? If you are, type in the word Groove inside the comments. Type in the word Groove inside the comments, because you're telling the universe, you're telling everybody, and everyone can also make you and help keep you accountable, right? For making that commitment to actually be here and set that goal for yourself. Now, what we have in store for you in 2022 is amazing. Of course, it goes without saying, we have many, many more software upgrades, many more releases and launches to the tool itself, the platform, right? In addition, we also have plans for community improvements, continuation of free education, mini courses, events, parties, live activities. If you know anything about Groove, you know that we find any reason, any excuse for all of us to get together, do these Groovathons, do all these, long events, activities, parties, because we want to make sure that we upkeep that community, and you are that community, right? And so we want to involve you as much as possible. And this also includes, by the way, if you're interested in learning more new things, if you're interested in being a part of our projects, in addition, business opportunities. Do you want additional business opportunities, by the way? Do you want to work with us? Do you want to partner with us right here at Groove? If you want, type in the word want inside the comments. Because if you do, you're making that commitment. You're saying, I am here. You're motivated. You're inspired. You're excited about what's to come. My invitation to you, don't go anywhere, okay? Stay right here. Don't give up, especially if you've been around with us for a while already, especially if you've had the privilege, the honor to be able to be an insider, to be a bigger part of everything that we're doing, because there are so many people, right? Hundreds of thousands of people within Groove who want to get into that inner circle level. And all of you have the opportunity to do that. So once you actually get there, or you're on your way, do yourself a favor. Do not go anywhere. Don't give up on anything. When the going gets tough, it's so easy for us to just throw in the towel, right? And say, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But newsflash, life is hard. If you find it difficult within the Groove community, with all the resources, the mentorship, the education, all the amazing people that we have right here with you, supporting you, working with you, if at that point in time, you still feel like there are reasons for you to give up and do something else, then chances are you're going to find a very hard time being successful anywhere else, okay? Doing whatever else that there is. So do yourself a favor, right? Appreciate with gratitude. Know what it is that we have right here at Groove, because it's going to be very rare that you're going to find a leadership within a community, within a company that truly and honestly, genuinely cares about you, cares about your success, cares about training you, educating you, coaching you, mentoring you, guiding you, hand-holding you every single step of the way towards success. So are you committed towards that success? Do you want to reach that pinnacle of success in 2022, starting in the new year and proceeding on beyond that? If you do, type in the word success inside of the comments. Of course, within Groove, as a community, we are still in our infancy stages. That means that nothing's going to be perfect, right? There is always going to be room for improvements. There's always things that can be better. But the beautiful thing is that this is just the beginning. Just like how when I first started working at Google, it was just a baby as well, just a few months old. Nobody really knew what Google was. Even I didn't. When I went there to the Googleplex, right? I had no idea what the company did. All I knew was that I was very lucky because my teacher in university at that time, he was also a teacher at Stanford University, and it just so happened that the founders of Google were also his students. I didn't get introduced into the company or anything, but I was very lucky because I heard about the company due to the story that was told by my professor, and then I went and I somehow stumbled upon a job application, and somehow I stumbled into and lucking myself into an actual job inside of the world's best search engine as it became to be. But in the beginning, just like Google, it was just a baby, right? It was just an infant. Now fast forward even a year or two after that, right? It became the huge internet giant that it is today. And so I would say that if things were tough, just like how things were really tough back then, I'm not going to bore you with the entire story right here, right now, but just so that you know, there were definitely a lot of growing pains when it comes to Google in its infancy stage as well. So right here inside of Groove, I invite you to embrace the changes. I invite you to embrace all the flaws, all the weaknesses that we have right now, because it means that you are at the forefront. And 1 to 5 years from now, you can look back and tell the story of how you were there in the beginning when Groove was just getting started. I was just a regular community member. I was a free member. I didn't even have an upgraded account for months, maybe years, right? And so eventually this became my stepping stone into what I've become today, whatever that stepping stone, whatever that accomplishment might be years and years from now, right? So treat this as a chapter in a story of your life. I believe that everything happens for a reason. Do you believe that everything happens for a reason? If you do, type in yes inside the comments. I believe that you are here as part of our community right here in 2021, as we're recording this live in 2021 for a very specific reason, because you have been chosen by bigger forces beyond all of us, that you are destined to do something really big, that you're destined to do something with us together as a community. And so we welcome you to do all of that. So yes, Groove is still an infant. This is just the beginning. And when you decide to stick with us, don't give up, never throw in the towel, embrace each challenge, embrace each day, and know that we are destined for much more greatness, right? I promise you, the best is yet to come. If you just know a little bit about what is in store, things that I'm not really right now at the liberty to disclose within the Groove community, if you just know just a little bit more about what is to come, you will be so happy that you never gave up, that you are still right here with us, and it is just going to be a very, very exciting ride for all of us. All right, so with that, that is pretty much my New Year's Eve message to all of you. Hopefully, this is going to excite you a little bit, to get you a little bit inspired on things to come, because, again, the promise is that the best is yet to come, and there's going to be so many more amazing, amazing things as we continue along the way. All right, so with that, that's pretty much all of the updates that I have for you right here, right now, before I do say a few and cover the past 20 minutes or so. We see Tok Corvera, of course, inside the comments. I also see Blended for You. Great to see you from YouTube, it looks like. We have Dwight Perry, who is saying hi to us as well. We also have Fiona, and we also have Tommy, who is saying hi to us as well as a few more people. Chanel is also with us as well. And so with all of that, I think that, it is, I'm just browsing through all of these, by the way. There's a ton of comments that I'm kind of going through. But regardless, I know that it's going to be an amazing time for all of us. And all of you, with the remaining times that we have, inside of the year, the final day of the year in 2021, I encourage you to envision some of your plans. Again, not necessarily for the new year, but your plan for the days, the weeks, the months to come, regardless of what year it is. Because, like we said, every day is the same. Every day can be the same. Just because we're welcoming in and bringing in a brand new year, there's nothing magical about it. It's just another day. And so, with that, use this as an inspiration. Forget about the resolutions. Most people give up on the resolutions within days after the new year has been rung in. I encourage you to set real, tangible goals that you have the confidence to be able to accomplish yourself, because that is what the Groove community is all about. We are here to help you achieve your goals. All right. So, with all of that, I want to thank you for a tremendous 2021. I want to appreciate you for every single one of you who have been walking through the year, the past few months, the past few weeks with all of us, because there's going to be so amazing, so many more amazing things. As long as you don't give up on yourself, we will not give up on you. And what I was trying to say earlier is that our goal is that we want to help you to achieve yours. And so with that, set real goals, tangible goals. Know what it is that you want. Do you want to be a bigger part of our community? Do you want to be a community mentor? Do you want to be a part of our team? Do you want to do amazing things? Do you want to partner with us, right? Write all those things down, in the first opportunity that you have to be able to reach out and talk to us about it. Let's go ahead and make sure that we listen to what you have to say, and we help you to make those and transform those into reality. All right. So with that, that is all that I have for you right here, right now. Make sure that you do spend the last few hours of the day with your loved ones, because, we want to make sure that every single moment counts in your life. All the prosperity, all the positivity, all the, greatness in the world. You deserve nothing less. Make sure that you share that with those whom you care about the most right now. All right. So with all of that, until next time and until next year, take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions. And on behalf of the entire Groove community and myself, we will see you right here in 2022 on the inside. Cheers, folks. Happy New Year. You gotta get into the groove.